Um, I was live on the air when the governor's first tweet went out basically announcing that this had happened.
Proclamation from Governor Tomlin that said, do not use the water in Charleston. And that was really kind of the gist of it. I didn't know what else to expect.
The governor's office issued the do not use notice, or the ban on using using the water for anything except to flush the toilet or to put out fires.
That it was like the Batman movie where the Joker poisons everything and within 3 days everybody is stinky and disheveled.
We need to let people know we've just received this information from the governor's office. It's a do not use the water order for a number of counties in our viewing area.
The first 3 days after the spill, people were coming to work unshowered, basically cleaning up as best you could with like baby wipes or some sort of like, whatever towels you had laying around that you could clean yourself with.
I'm glad that it wasn't in the summer. I'm sure that the stink factor would have been exponentially worse than that, but as far as being completely preventable, could it have been? Yes, absolutely.
It was like opening up a Pandora's box of issues about water, not just in our state, but nationwide.
Rivers are a huge, huge component of the West Virginia landscape. Most people don't think about the importance of rivers and the water in rivers for power production. We typically think, the first thing people think about is hydropower, so a dam and the Hoover Dam producing electricity. But there's a reason, there's more than one reason at least, why there are so many electrical power producing facilities in West Virginia.
There were factors that just kind of lined up to help foster this, from the weather to the stress on the water system itself, that helped create an environment where this contaminant could come out and get into the system and then totally shut everything down.
What the chemical spill taught us is that water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted because we have so much of it. If you go out west, they have droughts on a regular enough basis that they understand the value of their water. It was pointed out to me by a visiting scientist, and he has spent a lot of time out west and here back east. And he's like, the one thing that you notice when you go out west is that every hotel, every place you go to has fountains, has water fountains. And when you come east, nobody does. And the reason out west is that they want to show you that they have water. And they have water in abundance. It's a very deep psychological thing.
And I think a better solution for our public officials would be to have more finite contingencies in place for an event of that magnitude, that we're not trying to figure out logistics from scratch after it happens. I think that really West Virginians on all levels and all walks of life would serve themselves well to use the chemical spill as an excuse to be ready and proactive for the negatives that will eventually occur in life.
So it's been a real eye-opener, but it also really points the way to the power of some of these emerging technologies, potentially, maybe not now, but in the future, and of community engagement and being part of how we look at water quality and security in our communities.